Hello and welcome to Reviews with Whitney D. I'm Whitney D. Let's get into it, shall we? It's just my reviews. I mean, hey, I digress.
I'm Whitney.
It's exciting.
What up, you guys? Welcome to Reviews with Whitney D. I am she. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to click that subscribe button so you can be a part of the gang. That is the best way you can show your support and give a girl a hand, okay? If you are not new, you know how this goes. Pull up a chair. Stop if you're driving. Not really, just listen. This is a podcast. Let's get into this, okay? All right, so I've been talking on this whole topic of APRYL and FIZZ, but here recently a video interview of Omarion has surfaced where it seems to be that he is quote unquote speaking out about the situation. And so it's this interview from Vlad TV, okay? So we're gonna watch this video, a bit audio for the most part, don't want to get flagged, and then I'm gonna come back with my commentary, okay? Okay, so you guys were able to watch that video and hear the video, and the thing is that at first I was just like everyone else in regards to looking at the video, like, oh my god, he's just so composed, oh my god, he is so unbothered. But I start reading body language and reading between the lines, and a interview surfaced in regards to him being on reality TV, being on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, right? And so he was asked why he went onto the show, right? And so his statement was that, well, growing up in this industry, I had artist development. And, I was taught not to tell my business, that's what I was taught. And so when I came out with this, I think he said EP or album or what have you, he said that his label was not backing him. And so when his label was not backing him, he had to find some other means in which to, get his music out there. And so he got offered to go onto the show. And so he took it, right? And so the interview goes on, APRYL's right there to his right or what have you. And so then you fast forward to this video with Vlad. And so I was just like I said, I was like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, he's so unbothered. Ooh. You guys heard me say that before. And I still, keep that same regiment. But I'm sorry, y'all. And it was funny because they talked about it on the reel. And Lonnie said the same. She was like, nah, I'm not buying it. And here's the thing, I'm kind of not necessarily on the fence, but I believe it to a certain extent. And I actually had to have my husband sit down and read him as a man. And, because I took a lot of the conversation which he was saying, and I was like, it don't feel right in my spirit what he's saying, and look how he's moving and reacting and stuff like that. And so my husband confirmed a lot of things. So if you listen to the interview, when the subject comes up, and then the interviewer compared it to Cardi B getting with Takeoff or something like that, he was like, haha, right. It was like a fake laugh, kind of like an awkward, kind of uncomfortable laugh, right? And then he was like, well, if they're happy, let them be happy. I just think they need to change the narrative, right? And so my thing is that if you go back again to the interview that I told you in regards to him speaking about being on the show, okay, he already stated that he has artist development in this area in which he knows how to speak to the media. We have to take that into consideration. I myself personally don't think that he's unbothered. Okay, I feel like it hurts him. In my opinion, my husband disagreed. I feel like it's more so with FIZZ, his friend, his best friend. Mind you, from what I was hearing, he has done this before. Okay, but I think this one hit hard because this is like this is not like, but this is the mother of his children. you know. And then he debunked the whole thing about Lil Fizz, talking about that they were just business, you know, relation. He kind of took a dig at him, like my husband said, when he was like, you know, 15 years. He kind of let you know, let that sink in, like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? We were more than just business associates, if you will, you know. And I was just like, oh my God, like, yeah, you know, like, duh, you know, of course. And I knew that too. I'm like, yeah, and you're just trying to make it look good. But like I said in the video before, that doesn't make it okay. Just because, you know, you're working with that person, you're not that close with them. You know them from a distance. You know who they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so when it came to him, the question about them, he kind of like, you know, laughed it off kind of awkwardly. Was like, you know, I mean, I don't feel a way. You feel a way. A normal human being is going to react. Now, I do feel that he's at a place to where he doesn't really, not necessarily care anymore, but it just doesn't register as hard. I think he's went through all those emotions. And I said, you know, that I feel like he's more so hurt with Fizz than he is with APRYL, because I think he knew what APRYL was. And I think that's what was the demise of the relationship. He stated that it was like a miscommunication. What? You know, so I get it. You can have communication problems in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? But miscommunication, what was you miscommunicating? Like, what didn't you gather? You know what I'm saying? What didn't you guys agree on? You know? And I feel like it was some scandalous behavior, and his mom tried to warn us, you know, in that season as well, that she felt like she wasn't equipped to be a mom. And I didn't at that time know where that came from, because APRYL gave off this image as if she was poised, as if she was, you know, good, you know, a nice wholesome woman, you know. So I was looking at mama sideways, but now it's all coming together like, you know. So I think that he kind of felt like, dang, Fizz, you know what I'm saying? You know, and mind you, Fizz wants to bring up like how the, you know, the past years was. Well, he also put his foot in his mouth this last episode when he stated when Raz B came, J-Bug, I think it was, that came to him and was just like trying to talk to him about the relationship and stuff like that. And he was like, well, if you remember, he been speculating this or whatever. It makes sense now to why he was kind of reluctant of doing the tour, because he was feeling the ways, you know what I'm saying? Now, they didn't play out in the season, but you know what I'm saying, it was speculations going on, you know, and maybe that's the reason why he was reluctant, because he knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? He felt the way towards you, Fizz. Let's keep it 100, you know? So anyways, in regards to the rest of the interview, then they asked him about the video about Fizz grabbing her butt and, you know, being sexual and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess that's what couples do, right? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, I didn't really get a sense of unbotheredness. I got a sense of, I got to keep it together for the media. I have to keep it together. This is what I have to do. This is what I've been taught. I didn't get a sense of just unbotheredness. And maybe that's just me, you know. And then it goes on into him stating, well, Fizz said that you guys just have like a work relationship. And he was like, no. Okay, all right, yeah. It's like, oh, that's what he said, kind of like, you know, Shaquita said that y'all ain't friends, blah blah blah. And he was like, oh, okay, all right, well, that's where we at. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I sense. So everybody is painting this narrative for him that he's just so unbothered, he's so put together. No, that's something that has been developed over years. That's something that he has mastered over years. You know what I'm saying? He feels the way, but he's doing it outside of the light so he can protect his image as an artist. And I mean, I'm more power to him, you know what I'm saying? I can't imagine, you know what I'm saying? Me, in regards to my situation now, not like I was saying, why I feel like he's more so looking at Fizz is because, you know, hey, you're a friend, you know? That's something I would expect from this person because I've witnessed it, or, you know, this is her behavior. But you, come on, bro. You know, me, if somebody wanted to give my ex-husband friend, foe, family member, I don't even care, because there's no connection there. Ain't nothing. I ain't gonna feel away. I ain't gonna be like, ooh. I'm so happy and content with in the space that I'm in. But before I met my now husband, before everything was still a deal, was rumors that, friends were trying to get with my ex, at the time that we were in our demise or whatever. And that hurt me. I felt the way then. It was like, God dang, like, really? You know what I'm saying? But now, where I'm at in life, it wouldn't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Omarion is in that state of being in which he doesn't really care too much about it, but he feels away. I don't feel like he's just so unbothered to where he's not affected. I do feel like he feels away about the situation, but I think that he's just trying to save face in regards to everything so he can keep his image protected. But I don't know, you guys. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. While you're there, please take out the time to like, share, and subscribe. That's the best way to show your support, by pressing that subscribe button. And give it a click. And while you're there, please do not forget to click that notification bell so you know every time I upload. And tell me what you think down in the comments below. I'll talk to you there, okay? This has been Reviews with Whitney D, and I'm She, signing off. Bye.
Signing off. Deuces.